path where the stories collide. David Mathis brings truth as our guide. From every walk of life and point of view, every voice here has wisdom for you. Lessons for life echo loud and clear. Faith and love in every word we hear. Through the struggles, the triumphs, the fight, we find the light. And lessons for life. Santa speaks of joy in the giving hand. A polio survivor find the will to stand. Bold messengers don't shy from being called to share. Each person has a touching tale of care. Lessons for life echo loud and clear. Faith and love in every word we hear. Through the struggles, the triumphs, the fight, we find the light. And lessons for life. From the lost to the found and the hearts that mend, every journey has a message to send. David's voice a lantern shining so bright, guiding us home with lessons for life.
Thanks, Bob, for that great introduction. I'm the man of the hour. Well, I'm the man of the half hour here, so I'm ready to start. We're going to be looking tonight at actually social media and how we can be just people and expand our message by using TikTok tonight. Now, I'm not real familiar with TikTok. Bob is, because he's got a program on TikTok, and Estelle is because she's got a program on TikTok that has been very successful. So with no further ado, let me introduce to you Angela Johnson, Prophetess Angela Johnson. There she is. Hi, Prophetess. How you doing?
Doing well, sir.
Now, my understanding is that you've been an experience, that you had a ministry for 15 years. In the last 7 years, you've been focusing on TikTok. Is that right?
That's correct, sir.
Well, it's good to see somebody from TikTok, and you can fill me in because I'm one of those old guys who doesn't watch TikTok. I'll watch it now, though. I will. So after your story, it's something I really want to hear. Let's start before we ever talk about TikTok. Let's start with a Bible verse that leads your life. Do you have one?
Yes, sir. I love the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 33, where it tells us, it says, seek the kingdom of God first and his righteousness, and all this will be added unto you. Meaning anything else in life will be added unto you, but you got to seek him first and his righteousness.
Now that speaks to your ministry, doesn't it?
It sure do. It sure do.
Because over 15 years, you've gathered quite a number of people. In fact, my understanding is that you've ministered to over 1,000 people. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Over 1,000 people. I have.
And a lot of them are coming off TikTok now, aren't they?
Yes, sir. A lot of them comes off my social media TikTok, which TikTok is a big, broad platform.
Why don't you tell them a little bit about what it's called and when it's on?
TikTok my ministry is called H2O, which stands for House to Order. Get your house in order with God. And I be on TikTok, and I'm most of the time I am on in the evenings, because at that point people is off from work and they done sell it down for the day.
So you usually have an evening program. Is it daily or weekly?
I'm usually doing at least about 3 to 4 times a week.
So they can find you on TikTok in the evening under HTO Ministry. Is that what they look under?
H2O Outreach Ministry.
Okay, now let's talk about HTO, what HTO is. What is HTO ministry?
H2O is an outreach ministry where I reaches out into the community in different capacities, meaning that I can reach is when you reach it out, meaning that I'm always reaching out in different platforms about it provides clothes for the need. It provides non-parish foods for someone that's in need. Um, I goes out and also I do ministry. It's a place where you can come down and I can, come here and I can do ministry with you because I like to always start my ministry and my conversation off in the presence of women because it's the women ministry with the word of God.
Okay, so let me see if I understand this now. The ministry you have is directed toward women first, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, when you reach women, you try and find out what their needs are. And if there's something like with food, you can provide food. If it's counseling, you can provide that. You look for what they need to decide what you're going to do. Is that right?
That's right.
Oh, I got it. So, do they contact you on TikTok, or how do they contact you?
Well, usually, yes, most of them they contact me when I go live. I'm going live, and they contact me. I always leave a opening and let them know how they can contact me, and the local people there's local next to my town or in my town, they usually contact me by phone, or I might run into somebody out there in the community that need help, because a lot of people know about me now, what my ministry provides.
So they'll contact you, and you. By the way, first, I'm in Michigan. You're not in Michigan. Where are you at?
I'm in Bennettsville, South Carolina.
So the ministry is based in Bennettsville, South Carolina, but you reach people throughout the United States through TikTok. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So I'm a woman and I call you up. What do you ask me? How do you get involved with me? What do you say?
Usually when a woman called me up, she be done seen me on one of my lives. I had two women that called me about a couple of weeks ago, and they say, "Well, we saw you on your live, and we went to your page, and we've been following your page, and we know that you provides cleaning products and either non-parish food." And they said that me and my sister are in need, and we want to know, could your ministry provide that for us at this time? And I say, I sure can. And I got their information where they was at.
We got this straight now. You start
Mhm.
out with needs that they might have around the house, like canned goods or cleaning goods. Is that what you do when you start out with somebody?
Yeah, yeah. If they direct, they're gonna go into telling me what they want. They most of the time that's how they're gonna go.
They usually just
They
tell
go,
you.
sir.
They usually just
Yeah,
tell you what you're asking.
yeah. Usually they start out their conversation and what they need. If there's a need for food, non-perishable, or either need to spiritual counseling, they usually let me know what they want, and I'm there to provide for whatever they need at the moment.
Wow, that seems to be quite a job for you to do. Is that really a hard job? Do you have all that stuff on hand?
I sure do. I stay fully stocked up in my ministry, and I have it in my car as well.
So if they're from South Carolina, you'll deliver.
I sure will.
And if they're from out of town, calling you from TikTok and Georgia or Alabama, you'll send it to them. Is that what you do?
I do. Yes, sir. I do mail orders.
So your goal, by the way, is to meet their needs first. Is that correct?
That's correct. To meet their needs.
What do you do? Do you follow through?
Do I follow through? Yes, I do.
So how do you follow through?
If they whatever they need is, I provide it for them, whether it's local or whether it's mail off. Everything. One thing about H2O Outreach Ministry, everything is free. If I
Wow.
have to mail it, out, it's free. Everything is free.
So you must be really rich to be able to give all these things out. How do you get all these donations?
I have people that sends me donations because they have seen me on different platforms going live or just know about me local. And I have so many people that believe in me and my ministry. And they see the works. They see my works.
So I like the title of this. My God is real. He's real to you, isn't he?
He's very real. I know he is.
I want to find out how this all started. How long is this going on? How long have you been doing this? How many years?
15 years, and it started out.
How did you start out? Yeah.
It started out with a friend coming to me, giving me a vision that God had gave her for me, and I didn't take it serious at first.
She
And
gave you a vision. What was the vision she gave you?
she came to me and she told me that God gave her a vision that he wanted me to start up outreach ministry for women. And she gave me the name of it and the meaning behind the name of it. And
What's the name of your organization?
Sir?
What is the name of your organization? HTO Ministries?
H2O Ministries, which stand for House to Order. Get your house in order with God.
And so this lady that you talked to gave you that idea?
She sure did. She said the Lord gave it to her to give to me.
You want to mention her name?
Patricia Townsend.
So she started your ministry 15 years ago with a name, right?
With a name and a vision that the God gave her, and she told me about it.
So how did you get this vision? You had to get a vision somewhere too.
I had to get a vision. What I did was I took it to the Lord in prayer. And I began to pray about it.
Good place to start.
And I had an encounter with him, meaning that I would say I have a deep personal relationship with him. And when he began to minister to me, and he let me know that he did send her to me.
And so this broadened out into the ministry you have today, a ministry of giving in all kinds of ways, physically.
Yes, sir. Yes. Mm-hmm.
This is really interesting. Very interesting story so far. Now, I understand that you've had health problems along the way too. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. I have.
You want to share them? Which ones you've had?
Well, I'm 62 years old now, and in my lifetime, I done had 3 strokes, 8 operations, different operations, and in 2024, I was in a coma for 6 days, and I have a monitor in my chest, and I have a plate in my throat. So I've been through a lot of health issues, but I never gave up. I kept pushing.
You said 2024 that you went into a coma. Did you say that?
Yes, sir. I was in a coma for 6 days.
Wow. What brought you out of the coma?
The Lord brought me out of the coma. I give honor to all the nurses and the doctors, but the Lord did it. He did it for me. And my life have not been the same since.
And that was in 2024, and you'd already been in the ministry probably for 13 years, something like that, hadn't you?
That's right. Mm-hmm.
And so you've got new legs now that you've come through this illness. Is that correct?
I would put it a new mindset.
So you think it's improved the ministry, right?
Yes, I just love it. I love people.
I understand also that you've had, did you say 3 strokes and 8 operations? Did you say that?
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
So you've had a real bout with health, and to continue this ministry has been Wonderful, hasn't it?
Yes, yes, yes. I love it.
Now, I understand when you were in the coma that you surprised everybody because you're a singer too. Is that correct?
Yes, I am. I am a singer as well.
You want to tell us a story of singing and after you had the when the coma?
When I went in the coma and I woke back up on the seventh day, and I began to open my mouth to talk, and I could barely bring a word out. But it did come out, like a whispering voice, and the enemy always going to come to you because he has a story to tell you too, and he said you won't be able to sing no more. And the Lord came to me personally and told me, he said, open up your mouth and sing because you can sing. And I questioned the Lord at that point. I say, how? When I can't, in my mind, in my thoughts, I say, how? And I can't even talk. He said, open your mouth and sing. And I opened my mouth up, and it just came flowing out, the anointing of God. God is real.
I understand the nurses heard you too.
The nurses heard me. Nurses start coming out of their rooms. They start coming down there to my room, and they was amazed. They were amazed.
Here you've been in a coma and now you're singing. That's really strikes me with a lot of
That's correct.
So let's go now to TikTok because that's what I'm focusing on today. This program is for real people, just regular
Yes,
people
sir.
that want to
Mhm.
minister. And way to minister today is on social media. It looks like
That's right.
looks like you've conquered that. You've been doing it now for how many years?
7 years. 7 years.
Have you had some good results?
Great results. I love it where I'm reaching women all across the world, reaching out to me. Matter of fact, they gave me a name. They gave me a name. They called me H2O Mom.
Okay, so that's
And
the name you have, and you've actually had some successes on TikTok, haven't you? Can you tell us a couple of them that you've had?
well, I had some successes on TikTok where women have reached out to me, and I was able to minister them spiritually, minister to them in their brokenness, in a time of need, and I have did some mail orders on TikTok recently. I have did mail orders. I also have had met new friends on there who never see me in person, but start donating to my ministry.
Now, I understand you have a couple of stories you can tell us of the success of being on TikTok ministry. Now, I want to point out you're not doing this for money, right?
Not doing it, not doing it for money, not doing it for money, but I'm doing it because, first of all, I'm doing it because it is a gift that God has given me to be able to reach women, to women, us as women, we be in all different types of situations in life. And my point is to encourage another woman. And I always ask the Lord, why have been through so much? He said, everything you went through was not for yourself, but it was for another woman.
And it was, and you've been very successful there. In fact, you actually had some money given to you to help support your ministry because you donate everything to the ministry, right?
I donate everything. I don't charge from everything is free. Yes, I did. I went to my mailbox one day on a usual day, went there, seen the letter was actually addressed to H2O. And I was like, wow. And so I opened up, and it was a check in there for $1,000, and I was able to provide for 8 families with clothing, and toys, whatever the need was. I was able to provide for 8 families. I just thought that was amazing.
It is amazing that you were able to do that. You've had
Yes, sir.
other things. You had another one like that too, didn't you?
Um, I also did I did a GoFund on my phone, and what I was doing was I did Christmas, I call it Christmas in October, and I fixed my front yard up very pretty, decorated, and I did that GoFund, and raised over $700, probably up to like $1,000. And I took that and I went and I shopped it from kids from a year ages from a year on up to probably about 12 years old. And I was able to fix up my front yard, put all kind of different, clothes, toys, and as people bring their children, I always as people bring their children, I always minister to other women. As you don't never be in my presence and I don't minister to you.
I don't know if people have really caught this yet, but the things you're doing just as a human being, trying to help other people, is exactly what Christ wants you to do.
Right.
And you've dedicated your life to that, haven't you?
I dedicated my life to that. Oh wow. Let me get back to my phone. Give me 1 second.
You're still on.
Yeah, I dedicate. I can't see you. I'm just trying to get back to. Okay, I'm sorry. I dedicate my life. I dedicate my life to this. This is what I do. This is what I do. This is what I go to bed with on my mind, and I wakes up. I mean, the Lord speaks to me in my dreams, in my meditation time. He lets me know what the next move is, what He want me to do next, because it's not about me. You know what made me happy? To see somebody else happy.
That is a wonderful comment that you're making. You're showing your dedication. You're showing what you do. And I think this is a very impressive idea for other people, maybe to open up a TikTok or Facebook account and spread the gospel. Because
Amen.
Computers have a good reason too, don't they?
Say that again, sir.
I said computers have a really good reason too. You can
right.
TikTok, right?
Yes. It's a great, I'm so grateful for TikTok. They give you an opportunity. People goes on TikTok for different opportunities. My opportunity is to be able to tell somebody about God and about his will, what his will is. I think we should ask the Lord every day, Lord, what your will is for my life.
Now, another thing you've done too is you have a children's ministry too, don't you?
Yes,
Out of your house.
In my ministry, I opened up a kids library, and I went and purchased books, and I purchased the book.
Read that first. What if we created a space just for them? A corner in our ministry filled with stories, color, and joy. And you have a special building there. Bob's got some pictures of it. Can you show us some more pictures of it, Bob? A place to explore and discover. They gathered books of all kinds for moments of quiet and focus and joy. And this is right on your property. Is that correct?
That's right. My ministry is on my property.
And that building there brings kids in all the time to minister to kids. Is that correct?
That's right. I'm also tell them about God too. And the books is very positive books, nothing out of the ordinary, but something that's going to encourage them as well.
Can they take them home?
That was so good about, glad you asked that. That was so good about my kids' library. They check out, but they don't have to check it back in.
They can take the books home and read them, right?
And yes, they can have them. Yes, sir. Yes.
Now, I think we should make this really clear again. Everything in that building, everything done, has been donated by you or by people that have donated to your ministry. Is that correct?
That's correct.
You're not making $1 million a year on this, right?
No, sir.
TikTok doesn't pay you, do they?
No, if I do make a little something on there, guess what I do with it? I take it and I'll put it back into other people's lives, and I'll send them gifts, live gifts.
See, you're giving not taking.
That's
Which,
right.
that is really a statement about you, Angela. I don't know. Should I call you Prophetess or can I call you Angela?
You can just call me Angela. You're a very wise man anyway. I just love you. God bless you. You're a man of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You can just call me Angela.
I'll call you Angela. Like we're on first name, and you can call me Dave, okay?
Okay.
But you've done this now for 15 years. You've donated time and money, and you've reached out to women, and you are a shining light in South Carolina. I'll tell you right now. It's been very interesting talking to you. Do you want to add something to that?
I will also give thanks to Mr. Bob who introduced me to y'all program. I met him on TikTok, and we was in a room.
That's our person that directs our programs, and you met both of them.
Yeah, I met him on TikTok. We was in a room full of people, and he seen where I was giving that day. I was just sending different gifts to different ones, and out of the kindness of my heart, I just love it. And that's when he reached out to me, and that's how I got to the point where I'm at now with y'all. And I'm so humbly grateful.
Tell us what this is. Day gift baskets. What are you doing with that?
I am H2O Outreach Ministry is preparing Mother's Day baskets for mothers. And everything is free. Matter of fact, all the teddy bears you see on that bed was donated to me last week. I had this woman they called me up and she asked me, do I needed some teddy bears? She heard that I do baskets. I told her yes, ma'am, and she donated. That is so awesome.
It is. You know, we're down to our last couple of minutes in this program. They go really fast.
That's right.
Thing we could talk about, but the main thing is tonight, you showed how social media can reach many more people than you were reached before. And I think
that's right.
People that are on social media tonight that are watching this program, here's an idea for you that you can do right out of your own home. And Angela would help.
That's right.
Now, we run across the top. We ran across the addresses they can get a hold of you. So if anybody wants to get a hold of you, they can use YouTube, H2O Outreach Ministry. And there's a couple of several places under H2O Outreach Ministry they can reach you. And you'd love to talk to them, wouldn't you?
I love to talk to them. Please reach out to me because guess what? H2O is, my theme is always making a difference in somebody else's life.
And you've made a difference in our life here on Abundant TV tonight. Is Angela still here? She go.